So you're thinking about making the move to Las Vegas, but you're not sure what to expect. Maybe you've stayed here before on the Strip, but your only experience is the casinos and the nightlife. What else does this city of over 2.5 million people have to offer? Where's the best places to live? What else is there to do? Well, I'm going to tell you in this video, from my perspective and my experience, pros and the cons, the good and the bad and the ugly of living in Las Vegas, Nevada. And we're going to get after it right now. So if this is your first time on the channel and you'd like to know everything there is to know about living in Las Vegas and the surrounding communities, then subscribe below. Tap that bell icon for notifications so you'll be the first to learn about the current market conditions here in Las Vegas. Hi, I'm Tom Swallow with eXp Realty and Finding Home Las Vegas. My team and I get calls, texts, and emails every day from people just like you looking to make the move to Las Vegas, and we love it. So it doesn't matter if you're moving in 9 days or 90 days, give us a call, shoot us a text, or send us an email, and we're happy to help you make the smooth move to Las Vegas. I've lived in Las Vegas for 18 years now. I've been a realtor helping my clients buy and sell homes for 12 of those years. I've seen a lot of changes in the city over those years. It's an amazing, incredible, vibrant city. But like any large city, it's got its faults as well. So in this video, I'm going to tell you the good and the bad, the yin and the yang of living in Sin City. So what's so great about Las Vegas? Why would you want to move here? Why wouldn't you want to move here? Let's talk about the pros and the cons. I'm going to start with the pros. Pro number one, the weather. When we talk about the weather here, we're usually talking about the heat. And that can be a con as well, and something we'll touch on later, I promise. But for the majority of the year, the weather's absolutely perfect. Las Vegas has an average of 294 days of sunshine. As compared to the average with the rest of the country, which is under 200 days a year, the majority of the time here we have perfect bluebird weather, and personally I never get tired of it. In lockstep with that stat is the average rainfall. We only get an average of 5 inches of rain per year, where the average nationwide is about 38 inches per year. I mean, it is the desert after all. If you live in the part of the country where the winters are brutal, you'll be happy to know that we get an average of exactly 0 inches of snow per year. Not to say that it never snows. Usually snows 1 or 2 days a year, sometimes a few more, but it only sticks and stays around for maybe a day at the most. So you won't have to worry about that when you put away your snow boots and move to Las Vegas. So, other than the latter part of June, July, August, first part of September that are brutally hot, sometimes in December and January it can get pretty cold. Other than that, the remainder of the year is absolutely perfect. Okay, pro number two, entertainment and nightlife. Las Vegas is often called the entertainment capital of the world, attracting millions of visitors every year that come for the variety of shows, performances, concerts, and sporting events. Those of us who live here and don't work on the Strip, we see the Strip as that thing down in the middle of the town that usually we try to avoid because of the hustle and bustle. The good thing is, if you want to go in, you have some of the best restaurants in the world, incredible shows, awesome sporting events, incredible concerts. You can go in, have a blast, then get out. The best of both worlds. Pro number three, professional sports. Starting with professional hockey, when our beloved Vegas Golden Knights came to town in the 2017-2018 season, Las Vegas began its ascent into one of the newest professional sports cities. Then we had the Las Vegas Aces of women's professional basketball, who came in the year 2018. After that, we got from the NFL, the Raiders, and our beautiful Allegiant Stadium in 2020. Allegiant has also and will host many other sporting events. First, there was a college football 2020 Pac-12 championship and the annual Las Vegas Bowl. It's also now home to our UNLV Rebels football team. It hosted the 2021 Gold Cup final for soccer, the 2022 NFL Pro Bowl game, and it will also be the host of the 2024 Super Bowl, yeah! As well as the 2026 World Cup final for soccer. And we're just getting started. Just found out that the Oakland A's of the major professional baseball will be moving here as well. I'm sure it's just a matter of time before we get an NBA team also. Pro number 4, taxes. One of the significant benefits of living in Las Vegas is the tax benefits. Nevada is one of only 7 states that has no personal income tax, meaning you get to keep more of your hard-earned money in your pocket. We have lower property taxes than the national average, making home ownership more affordable. The sales tax rate in Las Vegas is 8.375, which is lower than the average sales tax in many other states. Nevada is known for its business-friendly environment with low business taxes and regulations. This can make it an attractive place to start a business, relocate a business, or for you to work for one of those businesses. Pro number 5, affordable housing. Las Vegas offers a range of affordable housing options, with the median sales price for a single-family home at the time of this recording right around $450,000, the median price for a townhome around $325,000, and the median price of a condo around $230,000, significantly less than many markets around the country, especially ones like California, where we see so many people moving here from. Median home prices in California range from $1.3 million in the San Francisco Bay Area, $935,000 in Orange County, $900,000 in the Central Coast, to $740,000 in San Diego County. Many people in California and other high-cost living states have seen the advantage of selling their properties and relocating to Las Vegas and buying possibly a bigger home for less money. Pro number 6, outdoor activities. Despite being in the middle of the desert, Las Vegas is surrounded by stunning natural beauty. We have Red Rock Canyon on the west side of town just outside of Summerlin. Gorgeous red cliffs with great hiking, biking, and exploring. Literally just 5 minutes from Summerlin and 20 minutes from the Strip, Red Rock is a favorite of locals and tourists alike. We have Lake Mead on the east side of town, which is a favorite summer destination of many Las Vegas locals. The lake life is an integral part of the summer season. People flock to the lake with their boats and jet skis. Houseboats and pontoon barges are popular on the lake as well. The lake has great fishing too. To the northeast, we have Valley of Fire State Park, with incredible rock formations, gorgeous vistas, and beautiful sunsets. It's also very popular for hiking and camping. Then to the northwest of town, there's beautiful Mount Charleston. Only a short 30 to 45 minute drive depending on what part of town you're coming from. Mount Charleston is a great getaway any time of the year. The peak of Mount Charleston rises to an elevation of 11,916 feet above sea level, with great sightseeing, hiking and camping in the summer, to skiing and snowboarding in the winter. This quick getaway is loved by all Vegas locals. In the summer, when temps are routinely well over 100, up at Mount Charleston, daytime temps are usually in the upper 60s or low 70s. The cool temps and smell of pine air is a great escape. Some incredible hiking trails and campsites are popular among locals as well. Pro number 7, centrally located. Las Vegas is a short drive to some amazing destinations. 4.5 to 5 hours to the beach in Santa Monica, 5 to 5.5 hours to San Diego, 4 hours to Palm Springs, 4 hours to Phoenix and Scottsdale, about 4 hours to the Grand Canyon, 2.5 hours to Death Valley, 5 hours to Mammoth Mountain, California, 3.5 hours to Brian Head, Utah Ski Resort, and only 2 to 2.5 hours to Zion National Park. So as you can see, Las Vegas has some amazing things to offer, and that's just the short list. But then again, I might be just a little partial. So to be fair, there are some cons that are worth mentioning. If you're thinking about moving here, I truly want you to have the good, the bad, and the ugly of Las Vegas. So let's talk about the cons. Con number 1, again, the weather. It gets hot. It gets really hot. In the summer, those 3.5 months, it gets hot. Now it's dry heat, but trust me, if it gets over 108, 110, dry heat or not, it's really hot. That being said, I grew up in the South. I'm from Louisiana originally. I grew up in that thick humidity, and when I moved out west, I decided I'm never going back. They can have that humidity. In the summer, a pool or the lake is how we survive. So if you're thinking about moving here, I would really suggest looking for a house that's got a pool, or at least one that's in a community that has a pool as well. Another con of the weather is it does get cold. In December and January, it gets down in the low 30s, sometimes the upper 20s. Highs in the upper 40s, low 50s, and it gets pretty chilly. I know that some of you that may be from Chicago or Ohio or Michigan or one of those states up there are laughing at me right now, but for us desert rats, that's cold. So other than those couple of months in December and those few months in the summer, the rest of the weather is perfect. So con that it is what it is. Con number 2, limited green spaces. If you're used to a lot of green and trees and grass where you're from, it could be an adjustment moving here. Although we do have a lot of parks and golf courses and other green space, the green is limited to those spaces. We're in the middle of the desert, and we're also in the middle of a 20-year drought. Water rationing and restrictions are being put in place to conserve water, and systematically getting rid of excess grass and plants requiring a lot of water is part of that plan. Some of you may have heard that Lake Mead is becoming very low. Information from the SNWA, the Southern Nevada Water Authority, tells us that even though Las Vegas has grown by over 1 million people in the last 20 years, we now use less water than we did 20 years ago. Smart water policy has helped in that matter. Of the water allotment allowed to Southern Nevada from the Colorado River, which is where the water in Lake Mead comes from, Nevada uses the least amount of all the states, and in fact uses less than the allotment. Here are some of the interesting facts. California is allotted 4.4 million acre feet, and in 2021 they used 4.4 million acre feet. Arizona is allotted 2.8 million acre feet, and in 2021 they used 2.4 million acre feet. The country of Mexico is allotted 1.5 million acre feet, and in 2021 they used 1.45 million acre feet. Right here at home, Nevada is only allotted 300,000 acre feet, and in 2021 we used 242,000 acre feet. So what does that mean? It means because of smart water conservation, we have room to grow as a city. So no need to be concerned about Las Vegas running out of water anytime soon. If you're interested in learning more about the conservation efforts, I'll post a link in the description below to the SNWA Water Resource Plan for your reading pleasure. Con number 3, traffic and road construction. Las Vegas is a very fast-growing city, which means more and more people on the road, which means the need for expansion and repair. There seems like there is always major construction projects going on all over the city, no matter where you go. That leads to delays and traffic. It just is what it is. Rush hour traffic can be a bear in many parts of the major corridors. Interstate 15 that bisects the city and runs right along the strip running north and south, with the 215 beltway that circles the city, are the two main corridors, and weekday morning and late afternoon traffic can be tough at times. Compared to many other large cities though, it really isn't that bad. Occasionally you have stop traffic, but for the most part, in most highly congested areas, it's just stop and go. Main corridor surface streets in many parts of the town can be very congested at those same times, and oftentimes on the weekends as people are out and about shopping and running errands. Sporting events, concerts, and other events can cause major delays as well. But again, compared to other major large cities, we really aren't that bad. One of the great things about this city is as long as you miss any major traffic delays, you can get from one side of town to the far other side of town in about 45 minutes. Con number 4, house spacing and small yards. If you live in a part of the country where you have houses that are spaced far apart or relatively far apart, that have expansive big backyards, you may be disappointed in what you find here. The houses in many areas and neighborhoods are spaced very close to one another. There are some areas of town that have larger lots and more spacing, but the majority of the neighborhoods have homes built very close to one another. The backyards are generally very small, and often you may feel like your neighbor's looking down on you. The homes tend to look a lot alike as well. Again, if you're from a part of the country where there's a large variety in house designs, exterior color differences, roofing differences, you'll notice the theme here is very similar. The color palette is generally tans and browns. Almost all the roofs are ceramic tile. The facades are very similar in design. Another interesting fact is only about 20% of the homes here are single-story homes, which in turn, because of the law of supply and demand, causes them to be priced about 20 to 25% higher than two-story homes. So if you're used to or would prefer a one-story ranch-style home, then be prepared to have less of a choice and have to pay a little bit more. If you're of retirement age and need a one-story home because of the limited ability to deal with stairs, we do have quite a few 55 plus communities located throughout the valley, and they are all almost exclusively single-story homes. Con number 5, gambling temptation. With casinos on almost every corner, the temptation to gamble can be pretty high for some people. In addition to the big casinos on the Strip, we have quite a few large casinos in the suburbs and communities in the valley, as well as a large number of really small casinos located in every community. Not to mention, every bar and restaurant has a video poker machine installed into the bar top. The temptation can be very real for a lot of people. Not for me though. Never been an issue for me because I only lose. Gambling is supposed to be you win a little, you lose a little. But when you just lose, it's not a lot of fun, so I've never had an issue with it. But it can be a problem for some. Con number 6, air pollution and allergies. Las Vegas can occasionally experience some low air quality due to air pollution and dust from the desert. The wind does blow a lot here. Plus, Las Vegas sits in the valley between mountains, and it tends to hold in the pollution from the traffic and from the city. For some reason, a lot of people here seem to experience a lot of allergies as well and complain they've never had allergies before moving here. For me, it's never been an issue. I don't have any allergies, luckily, but for some people it is an issue. Well, there you go. There's a few of the pros and cons of living in beautiful Las Vegas, Nevada. It offers a unique living experience with many offerings and a lot of advantages, with a few drawbacks and a few disadvantages as well as any large city does. I absolutely love it here, and I'd be happy to answer any questions you have about living here or buying a home here. Well, that's it for today. Be sure and subscribe below. Hit that bell icon so you'll be the first to learn about living, working, and playing in Las Vegas and the surrounding area. If you'd like to get in touch with us, all of our contact information is in the description below. Also, if you found this video helpful, please hit the like button. That helps YouTube share it with other people that are considering moving to Las Vegas. Also, if you have any questions, just leave them in the comments. We'll get right back to you. All right, that's it. We'll see you around town. Bye.